Vlog number 10, the end of December 2020. Friday, 25th of December 2020. First, I visited a friend yesterday. He had dinner and I watched some TV in between. We talked for a bit while enjoying a new rum, a present from his girlfriend. Was a nice rum. I didn't went to home late. I didn't went to bed late as well. And had a great sleep. This morning I celebrated Christmas with my parents, twin brothers and sister-in-law and nephew. My nephew got some nice presents. He was very happy. In between we had great dishes my mother prepared. Prawns, tuna, smoked eel and other. A lot of fish indeed. I didn't mind that. After more than 2 hours I went upstairs. I was really tired. I took some rest and had dinner with my parents. A stewed halibut. Wasn't bad. I'm listening to music in my room. I noticed I gave 9 free ebooks away. I think that is nice. 9:43 p.m. Made 2 pieces of bread with smoked eel. Piece of pie with a cup of coffee on the side. Preparing myself for the evening. I cleaned my shisha. Made a new cup with tobacco. Brushed my teeth. Things like that. Watched half of the YouTubes that friends sent me. There were many last week. We'll watch the others another time. You can't call any moment, or at least I guess. It is Christmas though. 11 p.m. No call from that friend this evening. Doesn't matter. I just opened a La Chouffe beer. Just one for the taste of it. That has been a while ago since I last had a beer. Maybe even since summertime. I bought some beers when my parents went on a holiday, but I didn't drink them. I'm listening to Radio Dwars on Mixcloud, a local station that has some evenings in the PX, the local youth center. They put their playlists on Mixcloud, and I do like them. Different sorts of music by local music fans. At the moment I'm listening to I Am the Eggman, an old DJ from Café Lennon's, and I'm enjoying a beer. Nice. Saturday, 26th of December 2020. I had a great sleep, woke up around 9 a.m, made a cup of coffee, did my internet routines, bathroom time. I let the cat on the balcony for a bit, small chat with my mother. Noticed I got another 5-star rating with a nice comment on my second book, the poem bundle Traveling Whitey. This time on my paperback book it said, a creative genius. That is always nice, of course. Today it is the last day of my promotion. I put on a playlist with music from Nick Drake, 10 a.m. 5:10 p.m. I took some rest, fell asleep for a while, made a cocktail from Dutch shrimp. Not bad. My parents will go out to see some friends. Around 6 p.m. No plans. Might want to watch a movie or series this evening. I do have a large common soul for later on as well. I'm listening to Underworld. Sunday, the 27th of December 2020. Last evening I had a great evening. A baked common soul, which was really tasty. I got a call from a friend for a shisha, but I wanted to stay home this evening. I opened up a beer tree. I got 4 of them from my Uncle Jack. They were really tasty, but they were 10%. I could feel it well. I started to paint again. Some delicious chocolates in between. Eventually I fell asleep. I had a great sleep, woke up around 9:30 a.m, made 2 cups of coffee and brought some dishes downstairs. 11:01 a.m. 1:25 p.m. I just got a call from that good friend of mine. A friend passed away, Sander Tuip. He was around 46 years old, natural dead. Damn. I hadn't seen him for a while, always really friendly, a great artist, also known as Julius van Zelk in the art world. He was a bit ill. Mentally, bulimia as well, really thin. I will be informed about the next couple of days. Not sure if I can manage to go to the funeral though. I do want to bring my condolences, of course. I'm listening to Silverchair at the moment. I got a message from another friend about their latest single for the COVID-19 in Australia. I'm nearly out of tobacco and I need to go to the supermarket for that. 2:16 p.m. I went to the supermarket, bought 4 packages of tobacco. It rained heavily. It was quiet outside. 33 minutes past midnight. Finished the movie from yesterday, a new movie with George Clooney, The Midnight Sky. Then I finished the first episode from a new series, Black Sails. Just watched another new movie on Disney+, Soul, an animation. Was a fun movie. In between I had dinner with my parents, a Chinese. Was a great meal. I got a message from my younger brother if I wanted to do something for him. There will be a package delivered in the afternoon tomorrow, so I have to go to his house. He has to work and he can't be there. No problem. It is after midnight, not that tired yet. Maybe I will listen to some music and fall asleep. Monday, the 28th of December 2020. Had a great sleep, woke up late, past 10 a.m, made a cup of coffee, took my morning medicines, did my internet routines. I put on Saint-Germain. Will leave to my brother's house around 12:40 p.m. Time to start the day. I still need to clean my room. 4:05 p.m. I cycled to my brother's place, small chat before he left for work. I waited for about 2 hours or so. Then the package arrived. Back home, I went out grocery shopping with my mother. She drove, I picked up the goods. We talked in the car. We'll go to a friend's place around 5:45 p.m. for dinner. I'm listening to Hall & Oates. Tuesday, the 29th of December, 2020. Yesterday, I had dinner at a friend's place. Mexican food, each 2 wraps. Wasn't a bad meal. We talked with the 3 of us. His girlfriend was there as well. In the end, we watched a large part from a movie with Ben Stiller. The second part from a night at the museum, if I'm correct. At least it was in a museum and everything came alive with great people from the past. Today, I woke up late, around 9:45 a.m. I made a cup of coffee. Afterwards, I went out with my mother to the big mall in Purmerend. Back home, I fell asleep for a bit. Just made a cup of coffee. We'll take a shower later on. Last evening, I got a call from a friend if I wanted to go with him to bring our condolences to Sander Thijs' family. He will pick me up later on the evening, around 7 p.m. or so. Because of Corona, there are a lot of measures. You need an invitation to go to the memorial service in the church, the funeral, so I probably won't go there. I'm listening to the Beatles. 6:12 p.m. Just took a nice shower, brushed my teeth, washed my hair, put new and fresh clothing on. 9:43 p.m. I sent a message to that friend. I didn't hear anything from him, so I cycled to the church on my own. It wasn't crowded, but I had to wait for a bit. People were talking about him. I had a chat with his mother and sister-in-law. It was a nice conversation, also about my own illness. When I wanted to cycle back home again, it started to rain heavily. Damn, just my luck. Back home, I had a nice chat with my mother. Wednesday, the 30th December 2020. I had a great sleep, woke up really late. That has been a while ago actually, around 11:30 a.m. Made 2 cups of coffee, did my internet routines, some thoughts about cryptocurrencies, especially Ripple really made a big downfall, around 70 cents a coin. That was above the 50 cents a coin less than 2 weeks ago. And looking at my coins every day. In the next 2 weeks, the peak of the bull run happened 3 years ago. Will it do the same? With the other coins, it did. Everything is going according to plan. Only I don't know until which height they will grow. We'll go to the butcher later on, bringing some food to a brother of mine as well. He's working until late in the evening. I put on Underworld. 8:05 p.m. Went out with my mother, first to the butcher, afterward to my brother. Back home, I made dinner, a Dutch winter dish, stekenrapen, it is called in my dialect. Made a cup of coffee, still listening to Underworld. Nice vibes there. Read a small piece in the local newspaper about Sander Thijs, a nice story from his friends. He was a really good guy. Still is. He lives on in the afterlife, of course. I'm glad that I brought my condolences to his family. 10 p.m. Heated up some pilaf my uncle made. That was a dish my aunt always made for me. She passed over nearly 3 years ago. I'm not that tired yet. I'm listening to 9 Inch Nails. Might want to see a movie or series in the next 30 minutes. Thursday, the 31st of December, 2020. Last evening I watched the last part from Iron Man 3. Was a great movie. I enjoyed this one better than the second part. Today I woke up around 10:10 a.m., made a cup of coffee, did my internet routines, took my morning medicines. I need to go to the pharmacy for the last round of medicines. I do have enough until Tuesday, I guess. No rush. Today it's New Year's Eve. Think I will go to that friend's place. He's alone as well. His girlfriend will show up around 1 a.m. or something like that. We'll meet up around 8:30 p.m. Read an article about Ripple, a cryptocurrency. There were some troubles with the CEO and other. Forgot about what it was. Anyways, Ripple collapsed big time. 11 a.m. 4:32 p.m. Took some rest, fell asleep for a bit. Sat downstairs with my parents for a cup of coffee. Upstairs I watched some YouTubes about the New Year's disaster in my hometown 20 years ago. Really strong people, heavily burned and picking up life again. A young brother of mine was there as well back then. He never really talked about it. I think I should have done that, talking with him about it. My thoughts from back then were that he wanted to be with his friends. Some of his friends were really heavy burned. Some people passed over as well. He knew many people. It's near the end of the year. I will visit that friend this evening. Because of Corona, there are only allowed 2 people as guests in the house. We are with the 2 of us. His girlfriend will arrive later on. She lives in Rotterdam. We have dinner later on. Coq au vin with some French fries and veggies. That was it for this week. I wrote a small piece about that friend of mine, and here it goes. Some thoughts about the afterlife again. An old friend passed over on first Christmas Day. Another friend notified me. A couple of days passed. I had some thoughts about him. He was really a great guy. A great artist as well. His alias was Julius van Zelk, and he made many beautiful paintings from all sorts of things. I remember some conversations we had. He was always very enthusiastic. He also visited me when I was in hospital after my first big recorded psychotic episode in 2005. He was a music lover and reader of books. He wrote me a letter once and asked how I was doing. I was already lost back then. He was one of the few that noticed something was wrong with me. I think that I got that letter in 2003 or 2004. Like I said, I had some thoughts about him. He's in the afterlife now. I had a conversation with him. Not sure if he's here, of course, but it was nice to talk. It was nice to do. Talking to him. Hope he's doing well in the first couple of days. I just got back home. I went out to visit his family to bring my condolences. It wasn't crowded. Some people were talking about him. I had a nice conversation as well with his mother and sister-in-law. They recognized me and asked me how I was doing. They told me that he didn't want help. I do have help, and his mother was happy for me. It was fun to think about him. Like I said, the afterlife is real. I think that is really amazing. Beautiful nature, temples and teachings about many things. End of the year also means new charts on Last.fm. And this is with the last piece I will end this time. My top 15 bands of 2020. Number 1, The Beatles. Number 2, Pixies. Number 3, Simon and Garfunkel. Number 4, Kanye West. Number 5, Hall & Oates. Number 6, Beck. Number 7, R.E.M. Number 8, Neil Young. Number 9, Air. Number 10, Beastie Boys. Number 11, The Doors. Number 12, Led Zeppelin. Number 13, Paul McCartney. Number 14, Alanis Morissette. And the last one, number 15, Daft Punk. I hope you all had a great ending of last year. And let's make it a great year in 2021, especially with COVID, of course. And that we will all have a great new year. Okay, I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.